Turning Point, you're gonna find out real quick. It takes a lot more to be the best here.
Spelling out the name in every
Trinity here, back in the UK, coming here as Knockouts World Champion ahead of Turning Point tomorrow night as well, where that will be on the line once again against the Virtuosa, hoping to build some momentum here tonight.
Deonna Purrazzo will challenge Trinity tomorrow night in Newcastle at Turning Point for the Knockouts World Championship. If Purrazzo does not dethrone Trinity, then the Virtuosa will not be able to challenge for the championship so long as Trinity holds the title. On top of that, the Impact Hall of Famer Gail Kim is a special guest referee for Trinity versus Purrazzo tomorrow night at Turning Point. But this evening here in Glasgow, Trinity about to go one-on-one with Emersyn Jayne from right here in Scotland. Emersyn Jayne, a lot of buzz, a lot of success as of late.
Huge opportunity for this young woman with the Knockouts World Champion here again on home turf. And look, Trinity offering the handshake there, sign of respect from the champion.
Oh, and Jayne showing some disrespect for Trinity. You've known Trinity a long time. She rarely meets anybody she dislikes, so that's not necessarily the best move for Jayne.
No, but you know what? Like, I gotta respect it a little bit. I mean, there is something about when you get your shot, you take it, and it's not about making friends. It's not about making nights. It's about making an impression. Sometimes that impression comes, on someone's forehead or their ribs or their back or something like that. Emersyn Jayne here, taking a shot like that, perhaps.
Yeah, tell me how you really feel. Some personal issues for you and your therapist to work out.
On.
Emersyn Jayne calls herself the main event empress, the Mother Teresa of work rate, the Cleopatra of catch.
You know what? As someone who used to call himself, and still does occasionally when I'm alone,
yes, sir,
the Shakespeare of song, I can respect the moniker. I respect the moxie.
So let's talk about this matchup tomorrow night at Turning Point. Deonna Purrazzo has tapped out not once but twice to Trinity. Deonna Purrazzo had never tapped out before in Impact Wrestling before that occurred at the hands of Trinity at Slammiversary this past summer. And now with Gail Kim as a special guest referee. Remember, Gail Kim, the last time she was a special guest ref was back in 2019 when Taya Valkyrie began the longest Knockouts World title reign of all time. Cover and a kick out.
And all that said, too, we've seen it over the past several years. I mentioned it earlier in this broadcast. Deonna Purrazzo, Gail Kim, especially with Gail Kim as an authority figure, have not always gotten along so well. So in my opinion, this is a little stacked against the Virtuosa, if you ask me. But, look out here.
And Emersyn Jayne finding out firsthand what Trinity is all about.
Look out.
Clearly did her homework.
Saw that one coming, and
saying,
now...
let's start over.
Oh, look at that. There you go. Trinity has earned Emersyn's respect. That's great. There we go. Some good spoiler.
Oh, and Trinity with a huge kick to the face.
Lights out there.
Oh, and there's the shot to the face. Trinity won it before. Here's the cover and a kick out.
Could be getting a little bit of a preview of that match we've been talking about with Deonna Purrazzo tomorrow night at Turning Point. I'll tell you though, a Virtuosa put him into, backed into a corner, if you will, is a dangerous thing. And apparently so is Emersyn Jayne.
Shades of the former Knockouts World Champion Taya Valkyrie, as I was just mentioning, her epic title reign. Here's the cover by Jayne and a kick out by Trinity. Trinity was able to take out Mickie James at Bound for Glory. A lot of questions about what is next for Mickie James, but that was quite the feather in the cap, so to speak, of Trinity defeating an 11-time women's champion. There's a cover by Jayne, forearm in the face, kick out.
Then again, you have to ask if someone like Emersyn Jayne coming in here, fresh to the scene here in Impact, of course, could knock off the world champion here, the Knockouts world champion in this one-on-one match. That's got to play in the psyche of Trinity heading into that championship matchup tomorrow night.
Now Trinity went for the cross body.
Wait,
Look at the power there, the bridge, Northern Light suplex, oh, and a kick out there by Trinity.
Great counter there from Emersyn Jayne.
And Raywall, let's not forget, amongst this rigorous schedule for Trinity, a title defense tomorrow night at Turning Point, but also come hard to kill. Jordynne Grace has already called her shot for the Knockouts World Championship the night that TNA returns. Tickets for Hard to Kill go on sale Saturday, November 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific time via ImpactWrestling.com. So Jordynne Grace is awaiting whomever is the Knockouts World Champion in 2024.
That's got to be in the back of the mind of Trinity, and quite frankly, in the back of the mind of Deonna Purrazzo, who's got to be already visualizing herself winning the championship back. That championship she takes so much pride in, especially with her back against the wall, potentially losing the opportunity to challenge for it again as long as Trinity is champion.
Face first into the middle turnbuckle goes Emersyn Jayne, and now the Knockouts World Champion building momentum and able to drop Jayne. And here's some of that athleticism of Trinity we've seen for years in professional wrestling. That second wind late in matches.
Absolutely. It's what's brought her to the game here, brought her to the top. But as we mentioned before, also adapting into that submission game, really rounding out her full repertoire of offense has led her to these incredible title defenses here in Impact Wrestling.
Oh, there's the rear view.
Good night.
Cover.
Oh,
And a kick out by Jayne.
Resilience of Emersyn Jayne here. Home turf advantage playing a factor here, perhaps. Not a whole lot, though, of home field love here for Emersyn Jayne. It's all about Trinity here in Scotland tonight.
Boot right to the face there by Jayne. Oh, Trinity was trying to drive Jayne face first into the mat there with the double knees. Jayne saw it coming. I look at Jayne. Oh, man, a huge move.
You gotta be kidding.
Kick out by Trinity.
Kick out by Trinity, but that was close, Tom.
Emersyn Jayne has clearly scouted Trinity thoroughly, has been prepared for a lot of different circumstances. Trinity has gotten in her offense, of course, but Emersyn Jayne has looked good here.
Jayne has had some really impressive counters here to some of Trinity's best offense. That's, I don't know how I feel about this, though, the poke in the bear, if you will. As confident as you might be.
Kick right to the head there, and now Trinity wants it again.
Ooh.
And now Trinity, dropping Jayne, tailbone first, shoulders down. Trinity wins.
Here's your winner, Trinity!
A valiant effort from Scotland's own Emersyn Jayne, but Trinity rides into Turning Point against the Virtuosa with a lot of, and it must say so, much needed momentum, because that will be a tough challenge with the Virtuosa, like I said, locked in a corner there.
If Purrazzo cannot win tomorrow night, the Virtuosa can no longer challenge for the Knockouts World title so long as Trinity is champion. Gail Kim will be the special guest referee tomorrow night at Turning Point.